We have Silver Bullet. We turned the radio off. There's Seafire. Now the weather is going to get cold here, and I still didn't do my flowers, my roses, so they'll have to wait till it gets to be 80 out again. That's okay. We got stand back, and I want to go ahead and go over that with you. Bending but not breaking. What does that all entitle, huh? Well, what it entitles is that you're like a willow tree. I wrote this here. Bending, not breaking. Bend like the willow tree, but don't break. That's what's going on. And the card that didn't get on the shorts was expect a miracle. So that's the overcoming outcome here. All right, we had the King of Pentacles to start out, and what we were talking about in the song was that the King of Pentacles ran or screwed up and left you somewhere here in the past to learn a lesson, and you bend but you don't break. So male or female, the past is the past, and you learned your lesson. You bent but you didn't break. Okay, so they want you to expect a miracle because you passed the test. And the stand back part of it, they wanted me to tell you, is that the tower is happening. We've had the tower, talking about the tower probably 3 days in a row. Okay, the tower is happening. And what's happening with this tower is whoever's not on that highest timeline, like the King of Pentacles that went the wrong way, he went to the Pentacles and left you, or she, right? Well, that's past. And now you have not broke. You bent as far as you can bend. And now you didn't break. Like the willow tree is my favorite tree, by the way. Okay, now there's a sudden change coming. So you're supposed to expect a miracle. And it's going to be very unexpected, very chaotic. Boom, shakalaka, as Stefan Burns would say. Okay, so we're going to go into this reading, and then I'm going to do a fresh reading. But we've got to share your wealth and your equal give and take. Yesterday, I shared with a guy that was on his bike, Steven, my phone cord, and he took it. So that was kind of shitty, huh? So equal give and take didn't happen, but does that stop me from helping another person? No. Okay, but I did want to throw that out there because I thought that was kind of shitty. Let someone charge their phone and they steal your cord. Okay, but we still got to share our skills, advice, knowledge, our time. He also asked me for sex, and I told him, I'm not from here, and sex is not in my vocabulary. And, you can just forget that idea. Okay, so why am I sharing that with you? I'm sharing that with you because we still have to help anyone that comes in our path until they cross our boundaries. And a shout out to Lee, because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. She had to let one of her roommates go because they crossed a boundary. So we have to help people until they show us that it's not equal give and take. We have to have balance, no strings attached, and I will help you and I will help you until you cross a boundary. So now that boundary is crossed, and since the universe sees everything, now that person, Steven on his bicycle, he's going to have an unexpected boom moment. And I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to put a curse on him or be revengeful or resentful. But I talk about things because I want you to understand that I go through just the same go through. I have to be strong and courageous. I have to let the Lord take over, like my coffee cup says, right? That Deuteronomy 31:6. God goes with you. I have to be courageous, right? And I have to let the towers fall where they fall. So just like what I said about the King of Pentacles, if the King of Pentacles energy wants to live in the King of Pentacles energy, that's good if they use it correctly. If they go off balance, right? If they go off balance, the Six of Pentacles, then they don't choose love and they move forward in their pentacles. See? So that's all of that energy. And I wanted to share that with you because I love helping people and I will do anything that God puts in front of me. I'm not going to shy away. I have lots of courage. But a person will be seen by the universe. So we don't have to do any more than what we do. Now the tower can happen and we can move on. So we pause, Seven of Pentacles, from the 6 to the 7. We pause, we stay in gratitude and say, well, thank God that I did tell him that was the only cord I had. So I had to get a different cord because he took the only cord I had. So I had to get another one. So we're waiting to reap our harvest and we just have to keep going. We can't let other people pull us back. Okay, then we had the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands, which again is waiting. It's another waiting card. This was waiting to reap the harvest, and this is waiting for the results of our planting our seeds. So I will get good karma, he will get bad karma, and we will wait to find out the results. And I don't have to do anything. In past lives, we might have put curses on people, but we're so powerful now that we just give it to the universe, and the universe takes care of everything. So we stay in our explosive creativity, and everything's new. We've got plenty of ideas. We've just got to keep that youthful spark and keep moving forward, okay? The past is the past. But I just wanted to show you that I go through the same things you go through. I don't live my life in a bubble where I don't help anybody. I'm helping on YouTube. I'm helping in person too. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I can flip this around and we can do a reading here. I'll go ahead and shuffle these up. So, and I wanted to shout out to Gary too, because Gary went through a bunch of stuff too, my other neighbor, and everybody helps somebody and that person either runs from them or screws them over. I mean, that's not something that is unfamiliar with the collective here, but we can't let them stop us from helping others. So does that mean if somebody else comes along, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to help you? No, I'm going to help them, but I'm not going to help that same person because the universe is going to give them their tower for stealing my phone cord, right? So that was just an example of what happened yesterday. Other than that, you know, life will go on, and I stay grateful. Grateful that I could get another phone charger, and grateful that I can do my video today with you. So, okay, we're going to shuffle these up and get a new reading for you. And bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So it's an in and out energy. It's just an energy of, it's definitely a yes. It's just coming and it's going. We're still in that waiting period. I can't stress that enough. Even though you don't like to hear that, it's always tomorrow. Yesterday, I heard so many predictions that were supposed to happen yesterday. I didn't see any of them happen except for getting ripped off. So you see what I'm saying? Good thing I don't have expectations. Okay, underneath the Ace of Wands. And I talk about it because then it's gone. Okay, so you may be feeling like this. You may definitely be feeling like this. Let's go ahead and get these cards so you can see them good. That's the Five of Swords. This in and out energy, the Ace of Wands may be making you feel like this, the Five of Swords. So just take some aspirin. Okay, and then we have, and move forward. Keep moving forward. See, this is the Ten of Wands. Tens are the end. Expect that miracle. Stay in equal give and take, right? And keep moving forward. That's all this is telling you. Okay, and then we've got the Ten of Swords. And I'm getting just that walking away again. You see how she's walking away? Walking away. And you see it's alone. So it goes back to the song, Stand Back. Okay, because I bend, but I don't break. And they'll be standing in line. They'll be standing in a line. Okay, justice is being served. It's kind of like the banana cakes out of the oven and the banana cakes being served. Okay, your higher self is very proud of you because you're balanced. Just what I said about you bending but not breaking. And you see equal up here again. Equal, balance, temperance. Angels got this, and I'm seeing the Seven of Wands underneath it. The Seven of Wands is a victory card. And in between that was the King of Cups and the Page of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So what did that say? It said, he's still sitting, but that's what awaits you. You're going to have joy, Page of Wands. As long as you walk away, I'm getting that walking away again and listening to your higher self. You see that bird? That bird is really telling you, don't listen to the lies. Don't listen to the lies. Let the feathers fall right off your back. Got the knife in his hand, and he is moving forward. So I'm getting a lot of forward movement and leaving the past behind. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and look at the top of the deck. The wheel is turning, and that's absolutely what I said. Now we're up to the point where you're walking away. Your past is past. You want equal give and take. You want that King of Cups to get off his ass, right? Now we're on the Wheel of Fortune. I'm drawn to her happiness again. I'm on top of the world, I hear her saying. Okay. Yep, and there's the world mission. So you see these two cards go along perfectly together. And they're both, look at these two cards here. They're both the same. The girl's doing the same thing. She's on top of the world on the Wheel of Fortune, and she's inside the world on the World card. So what I'm getting at is wear the world as a loose garment. I'm also drawn to all the stars, the symbolism, and you're finishing your world mission and the rainbow skirt. Yeah, these two cards go perfectly together. The Wheel of Fortune and the world. Okay, so that's the outcome. So expect a miracle, keep balanced, equal give and take, and we'll just do another one because that don't get much better than that. But see how this landed right next to the Seven of Swords again? And I was drawn to that because I heard the bird say, but don't let your guard down. Just like yesterday, asking for sex and stealing a phone charger when I was just trying to be a nice Samaritan, right? I have to be careful because there's still deception everywhere. And this looked just like him. He had that outfit on, he had a backpack on. So this card, and I had the birds all around me saying, warning, warning. See? Wow, huh? And there he is. So you're waiting for the King of Cups to get off his butt so that he can become the emperor. And once the King of Cups gets off his butt there, or she, right, they will become the Empress and the Emperor. And I'm drawn to the round again. He's in his world mission too. And you two will connect, and it will feel very fun. Page of Wands is my card of having fun together. Okay? So we'll go ahead and leave it with the Emperor. Expect a miracle. Finish your world mission. Angels got this. The Temperance card and the King of Cups. You see how he's back here, right? He's got to go forward. Let the angels do this. Help him on his world mission to get him to be that emperor there so that he can have equal give and take and have some fun in the sun. Okay, so until then, bend, but don't break. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.